Hello again everyone, and welcome to another Vanners collaboration video. This month's playlist is on the subject of hobbies that you can do from your van, and there are a wide variety of things that you can do while you're away. And being away in the motorhome does give you the time away from the distractions of home to crack on with your pastimes and interests. So don't forget to watch the other videos in the collaboration group. There'll be a link to the playlist on the end screen and in the description of this video.
Mia was away with us some time ago, and she kept picking up stones. So the van weight was getting heavier and he was complaining. So I thought, I've got to do something with these. And so I started making pictures out of stones and eventually moved on to doing sea glass. And I've been having quite a lot of fun and creativity. Not brilliant at it. I do more simple designs. I think the most sophisticated one I've done so far is the motorbike for Alex.
Yeah, that's good, that one, isn't it?
I do like that one, yes.
Yeah, I think we're keeping that, aren't we?
We are keeping that. The other one I like was a dragonfly, which was a mixture of glass and pebbles. That's probably one of the biggest ones I've done as well.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I went to school at a time where free reign on what your art was supposed to be was just there. So they never even taught any of the basics of it. So earlier this year, I decided that I would do a 30-day challenge. And on that 30-day challenge, you went from basics of doing spheres to doing different shapes. And then eventually I've been doing a bit of colouring, and also I think the end result was a little puppy which I did as well.
And that was through the YouTube channel, wasn't it?
That was through various YouTube channels. I didn't sign up for the course, so I was a bit manic. I was trying to keep up with him and pause it and doing things like that because I didn't want to pay the patronage. I'm ever so sorry, YouTubers out there, but you know, that's the way it was.
Well, these guys make money off the free ones as well, because they make money off the ad revenue, don't they? So
also, I've done a thumbs up and shared it and told other people about it as well, which is really good. So it was just basic things and perspective.
And I think if you are making a YouTube channel on drawing, tuition and stuff, I think you must do quite well, because you're always rewinding and re-watching bits, aren't you?
Always, constantly.
Yeah, so the watch time must be through the roof, mustn't it?
Especially if you pick mine up as well.
Yeah, brilliant.
I've also gone on to do a bit of painting, and I bought myself some watercolours yesterday. In that, I tried to do more sophisticated things like portraits, and some of them I've managed to do a little bit. I can do the eyes quite well, but the rest of the face and proportions are a bit hit and miss. So I've gone on to do a bit with that as well. And I've completely forgotten where I'm going with this. So, oh yes, I went on to do ink drawing, and it's supposed to be loose sketching, which I never understood before. And it's just doing what you see, again, learning perspective. I've got some very good YouTube channels that I've been watching with that as well. And it put me on to doing a bit more with my coloured pencils to start with, and going on further to do the actual water paint. And I've got a class which I'm signed up with, the ultimate thing that I'm working towards in January. I'm doing a 14-week course in person.
Yeah, and you'll be able to practice when we're away in the motorhome, won't you?
I always practice, yes.
Yeah,
if Alex goes out for a walk in this horrible rain and wants me to go with him, and I'm not particularly keen on it, I'll just...
Gives you a good excuse, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a brilliant excuse. I can't think of a better one, actually. So, as you gathered by now, I don't like sitting around doing nothing. I too like to read a little bit, but unfortunately I can't concentrate long enough to read these days. I don't know why. So, I have actually brought the sewing machine with me a couple of times. And one of the things I made, this is some time ago, might have been in sooty. In fact, they're faded and I need to make some more. And I've got them throughout the motorhome, is lavender bags, and I sew them up and put some lavender in them, top it up with the lavender oil.
Yeah.
I've tried macrame. So basically, if there's a thing out there that I'd like to do, I have a go.
Yeah. And it stops the smell of farts, doesn't it?
Not Alex's, no.
Oh. Now, of course, that's all the stuff that you like to do, but we do stuff together as well, don't we? Mainly, obviously, walking and cycling. Obviously that's a pretty common thing to do in conjunction with motorhomes, but we do like to go out for a walk, and we always try, if possible, to take the e-bikes with us, don't we? You love your e-bike, don't you?
I do love my e-bike. I'm sorry to anybody else that have tried to persuade me, but you haven't got one for short people. Quite short.
yeah. We've had quite a few e-bikes to try, but none of them really fit you as well as the one we bought at where was it? It's Hereford, wasn't it? We bought your e-bike many years ago. Yeah. So we do like to get out and about, walking and cycling, just gentle stuff, really, don't we? That we do together.
And you like going mine exploring, or I could be cycling along and I look round and he's gone. It's gone down a hole or something.
Yes.
So I decided, funnily enough, one time I had some knitting and I just sat by the road and started knitting, and I had these people going past looking very curious at me.
And that brings us on rather neatly to another little hobby of mine, which is exploring old mine workings. And the motorhome provides an excellent base to go away to mining regions and have a look round some of the mining remains.
And a shower.
Well, yeah, have a nice shower and warm up in the van afterwards, because it can sometimes be quite wet, muddy and cold underground. Now, this isn't a hobby that you should just jump into. I do recommend, if you are interested in exploring old mine workings, that you contact a local caving club or mine exploring, mine preservation group, and don't just head underground on your own. But it is a fascinating hobby, and you can see all sorts of wonderful sort of otherworldly sights underground. It really is a sort of different...
I've been with you a few times as well, haven't I?
You have. You've been in some caves, haven't you? And a couple of mines, I think.
A couple of mines as well. The mines have been the more touristy. Well, actually,
yeah, you've been in some.
There's some other ones. We did Gaping
mines.
Gill a few years back, didn't we? That was quite something.
On the winch. Yeah.
On the winch, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and that was supposed to be my last one, but it hasn't been. But I don't do them very often now, to be fair. I usually have a nice hot dinner. Yeah. Ready when you come back.
Well, you stay in the van doing all the other stuff that we've already spoken about.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So yeah, that's another very good use of the van to pursue a hobby. Another hobby of mine, which unfortunately I haven't had the time to indulge in recently, is a spot of airbrush custom painting kind of stuff. And I have done that while we're away in the van. Nikki, you had a course in Lymington, didn't you, for work?
I did, yes.
Yeah. And I was sort of on my own in the motorhome for most of the day for about a fortnight. And we took a gazebo down with us, and I set up a little airbrushing studio on the pitch. Had a sort of hard standing awning pitch, and that worked really quite well. I was able to get quite a bit done, and that's something I would like to get back to.
You know the custom culture show we went to a couple of weeks ago?
Yes, we've got a recent video on that, which include quite a lot of airbrushing.
They did something with the pinstriping.
Oh, pinstriping,
That would probably be quite a good way to do it in a more mobile fashion.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've just thought of that.
Yeah, less gear to cart around doing pinstriping, isn't it? Yeah. I might bring the stuff with us on a future trip and give that a go. So there you go, that's just a few of the hobbies really that we engage in while we're away in the motorhome. There's a few other things we do as well, isn't there, like kayaking and a little bit of...
We get back to that again, don't we?
We do indeed. And hill walking, of course. We did mention walking, but specifically hill walking is something very much enjoy. So yeah, there's a massive variety of things that you can do based around your motorhome trips. So don't forget to watch the other videos in the group, and we'll see you again very soon, won't we?
Yeah, thank you.